What's up, you guys? So it's Layla Lynn and I'm back with a new video. In this video, I wanted to talk about Quad recently revealing that she is ready to try for a baby. She was married to Dr. G for I don't know how many years, but she said she didn't want to have a baby with Dr. G because they had so much toxicity going on in their relationship. But now that she's with her new man, Mr. King, she is ready to give him a child. So now we have a real mess on Married to Medicine because we have Letitia married to Quad's ex-husband trying to have a baby, and now we're going to have Quad trying to have a baby. Like, they're going to have competing storylines. Already there's a lot of comparison between the two of them because Quad was married to Dr. G before Letitia. And now there's going to be a comparison of who is going to have a baby first. So we're going to get into that in this video. But first, if you're watching, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and everyone click the thumbs up button. In next week's episode, Quad's man gives her a new car and she says that she is ready to give him a baby. And she said she feels like he's the best person to have a baby with. When she was married, she said there was a lot going on in their relationship and she didn't really want to bring a baby into the relationship, even though that's what Dr. G wanted. Dr. G wanted a baby. He wanted Quad to go ahead and have their child, and Quad didn't feel comfortable doing that because of the relationship. And then she also mentioned that she wanted to focus more on her career before she had any children. And one of the things she looked at was basically how Dr. G treated her, which I can definitely understand. But she was saying, I remember her saying, like, he wasn't emotionally available to her. So if they're both childless and he's not emotionally available, you can imagine when there's a child in the situation, he's not going to suddenly become emotionally available. It sounds like it would basically be on her, like it would be her job, her responsibility to raise a child, and he would just be there. Now, him and Sweet Tea's relationship, I hope it's a different dynamic. I hope what we see on TV is not like their real reality. I hope there's more to it. But we also see him saying in next week's episode that she has 2 years to have a child. Because he's approaching 60, she only has 2 years to have a child. So you do kind of see a little bit of a selfish mindset from Dr. G. Like, he's an older man that marries a younger woman that he knows has some type of fertility issues, but then tells her she only has 2 years to have a child, or that's it, like for a lifetime. And Sweet Tea has been very open about her fertility issues on the show. She shared that last August of 2023, she had endometrius surgery to remove the endometriosis to make her chances of having a baby higher. And then last week, we saw Dr. G say he was going to love the endometriosis out of her. So hopefully they do have a child, because I feel like it's about to get real on Married to Medicine with both of them, both couples trying to have a baby. I feel like it's about to be like a race to see who can get pregnant first. And speaking of having a baby later on in life, because at this point, like, Quad's pregnancy would be considered a geriatric pregnancy. Like, if you're over 35, they call it a geriatric pregnancy. I want to share with you all my girl Kia, who's written the book on having a baby in your later years.
I was 48. I had an IVF doctor tell me that I should have a hysterectomy and that I would never be able to have children. And then 2 years later, I was blessed to be able to have him. Not every doctor has the skill set to deal with the fibroids that you may have, diminished ovarian reserve, which is what I had, endo, PCOS, all of that stuff. I had to find the right doctor. I had to ask them the right questions. I had to put together the right doctor team. So I had more than one doctor. I had to get the right supplements. And once I got all of that together, I was able to put together an IVF cycle for me. And so I put all the information together into this small primer. It's called Fooling My Fertility and Expecting at 50, How I Had a Baby in Midlife and You Can Too. There's a huge resource section in the back where you can look up your IVF doctors, your OBGYNs. There's a resource section as well that tells you the questions you need to be asking them before you bring them onto your team, and then exactly how I was able to have a baby with diminished ovarian reserve. I hope this has helped someone. If I had known this information before, I would have done this a lot sooner than 50. I just thought I wasn't able to. This is shoppable on Amazon, and it's by Kia Glover. Hope this helps. I just had my first baby at 50 years old. I experienced failed egg freezing sessions, fibroids, ovarian cysts, surgeries, and never thought that I would be able to carry a baby, but I did, and in the most unexpected way. I'm sharing how I put together my Dr. Dream team and the supplement and diet plans that led me to success. Fooling My Fertility and Expecting at 50, How I Had a Baby in Midlife and You Can Too is an engaging read that packs powerful and needed information into a well-organized roadmap. Available at Amazon.
All right, you guys. So leave a comment and share your thoughts. What do y'all think about Married to Medicine, about Quad announcing that she's ready to have a child now? And so now they're going to be these competing storylines with Quad trying to get pregnant and Sweet Tea trying to get pregnant. Leave a comment and share your thoughts on that. As always, thanks for watching.